This is Wonderguard Koln here, and today is going to be another Wi-Fi battle. Now I'm not going to challenge Cynthia, as you might have just seen in Denver Town, because it's autumn. This is the rematch of the second battle against 2011 Koln. And this gets pretty good. So I start out with Darkrai this time, my event Darkrai. He sends out Giratina. He's probably predicting that I go for a Dark Pulse here, so he switches into Tyranitar. I go for the Dark Void, I think. It looks to me as if he's got a Sand team up. That Dark Void missed. So I decide to return and go to Mewtwo of all Pokemon, because I knew he wouldn't use Dark against Dark. And so he goes for a Stealth Rock, which is a good choice. Now I go for Aura Sphere here, thinking it's time for effective, and should knock him out based on my nature. But little did I know that the Sandstorm actually gave it more resistance. So he goes to Pursuit, thinking I'm going to swap out. So I haven't really got a choice here, because if I swap out, he's going to use Pursuit. So he's going to swap into his Giratina again. I use Aura Sphere, thinking he's staying and use Pursuit. And so my Aura Sphere is not effective. So I decided to switch out this time. I'll bring in Darkrai again. And he decided to use Rest, just in case I had a major damage attack. So he withdraws Giratina and brings out Tyranitar again. And again I'll go for the Dark Void, and it misses, which sums up me. So I go for Thunderbolt, thinking one would do enough. It does nothing really, and it doesn't even paralyse him, but luckily Stone Edge misses. So I go for another Thunderbolt, because it will this time knock him out. And it does. So that's 1-0 to me. Now he goes into Excadrill, which I didn't realise how quick that was until he told me that it had Sand Rush. So I send in Ferrothorn, Steel versus Steel. And so Earthquake does powerful damage. It's not enough to knock me out, and he's got Life Orb on that Excadrill. So I decide to go for Protect, and he's got the Earthquake again, so I cover that. And instead of attacking here, he goes for a Claw Stance. He did knock me out with an Earthquake there, so I'm able to get a Leech Seed off. That gives me more heal time. So my health's going right back up. Now I use Protect again, thinking he'd do Earthquake. Which he did. So the leftovers and the leech seed treatment. And considering he's got leech seed on him and my ability of spikes, not spikes, iron barbs, that's it. He's going to use rapid spin there to knock away the leech seed. And also he loses hit points again. So I'll go for the spikes there. Predicting that he's used something like rapid spin. Now he goes to sword stance again. Again, I don't know why. He's had enough to knock me out with an earthquake there. So I'll go for Iron Head, being it's my only other option left. It does a little bit of damage. So now I'll go for Protect again. And the Earthquake again. This time I've got to do something because they ain't going to use sword stance much longer. And so here comes the Earthquake I was looking for ages. Now if it's Life Orbs, it does knock me out. And he's got one more attack towards Life Orb, maybe two if he's lucky. So I send him Mewtwo again, thinking I'm going to outspeed him and do Aura Sphere. This is where the speed surprised me. Because my Mewtwo's speed is over 300. And he's still got one there. So I send him Palkia, and Palkia ended up useless. So the stone's pointed in. Now he goes for the Earthquake again. I've got no resistance to this at all. It's not a question of if I die, it's by how much. So I think of there, but good news, the Life Orb Recoil also knocks out Excadrill, so Palkia wasn't a total waste. So I send in Nidoking of all Pokemon. This is one from my Soul Silver adventures. So he sends in Ferrothorn. I want to get this over with quickly. But he withdraws Ferrothorn and sends in Giratina, thinking I'll probably do a Horn Drill. Which I did, but that gives him a bit of spikes damage, which is alright. Horn Drill doesn't affect that either. So he tries to burn me, and I set off my Stealth Rocks here, which I'll get the better of that move. Now he goes for Will-O-Wisp again and burns me. So I use Poison Jab here, trying to poison him. But I'm pretty much wasting my time as that did nothing. So I try Earthquake here. And that doesn't do a lot, which is why Nidoking is a lot of pants in Wi-Fi battles. So I send in Darkrai again. Sorry about the camera shake. So I use Dark Pulse here, rather than try and sleep again. Which did quite a bit of damage. And he did Sleep Talk, thinking that I'd put him to sleep there. So he withdraws Giratina again, and sends in Ferrothorn. which gets more spikes damage, but doesn't really affect it. And pointed stones as well now. So the Dark Pulse here does nothing because Ferrothorn is an amazing wall Pokemon. And it's got leftovers as well. So I return Darkrai, or I could have put it to sleep. Send back in Nidoking. Going with the Hornbill man, I think I was. He used Protect there, but it failed. So I've still got burn damage on here. Hornbill missed. So he got the Leech Seed off, he's making a useful turn there. So the Protect in here. So I'll get the results at least 2-2 here at the minute. I'm low in health now. So I use Earthquake to try and do a bit of damage. But even against Ferrothorn that still does nothing. More spikes on my side. But from this battle we both know how to use the Ferrothorn. And that's another one of mine down. I think that's 3-2 at the minute. So I send in my Terrakion. So he's going to think that I'm going to go for a close combat here, so he returns and sends in Giratina. But I've predicted the return well, and I decided to go for a Sword Stance. And the stones and spikes almost killed him. Would have been nice if it had killed him. But I knew I could outspeed the Giratina, so my next attack will pretty much knock it out. But you had to be careful here because I could do like 3 different attacks. Earthquake was my choice. And so this is turning out to be a good game. Then he sends in Gliscor, which gets hit by the stones. And I use Stone Edge here. That actually hits first time. Does quite a lot of damage. Then he uses Earthquake. And how I survive this, I don't know. That comes down to luck, but I've got like 26 hit points left. And he's got the Toxic Orb, which means he must have Poison Heal as his ability. My Stone Edge misses. He gets another Earthquake there. Which I'm gone. Yep, definitely Poison Heal. So I send in Darkrai. I think this is my last Pokemon now. So the spikes and the rocks take me to almost death. So I use Dark Pulse here. It knocks it out, but I'll get knocked out by the Sandstorm. I think that's my last Pokemon. Yup, that's my last Pokemon. And so I didn't even get to face his Arceus. I managed to knock out 4 though. So it's a 6-4 victory. And the Ferrothorn I need to deal with somehow, as with the Arceus, but the Arceus never turned up, so otherwise I probably would have knocked it out. So that's good battle 2011 Koln. I hope we can do it again soon. And anyone else who wants to give me a Wi-Fi battle, just let me know, anyhow. I'll be ready. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.